The magic of reading books. Reading a good book is like taking a magical journey. You do not need to buy an expensive plane ticket to travel the world. You only need to open a cover and look at the pages. The words on the paper will build mountains and oceans in your mind. It is a cheap and wonderful way to escape reality. When you read fiction, your brain creates vivid pictures automatically. You can smell the salty sea or hear the wind blowing through the trees. The author provides the black text, but your imagination paints all the beautiful colors. This active process makes reading much more engaging than watching a movie. You become a partner in telling the story. Reading also allows you to travel through time effortlessly. You can visit ancient Rome and walk with powerful emperors. You can jump into the future and explore new planets with astronauts. Books are the only real-time machines that we have right now. They protect the history and the future of human civilization in their quiet pages. Library is the most democratic place on earth today. Anyone can walk inside and borrow the greatest ideas for free. Rich people and poor people have the same access to this immense wealth. A book does not care about your social status or your bank account. It only asks for your attention and your willingness to learn. Books teach us how to feel the pain of others. When we read a novel, we live inside the mind of the main character. We feel their fear when they face terrible danger. We feel their supreme joy when they finally achieve their goals. This experience breaks down the walls of our own personal ego and selfishness. We often judge strangers quickly based on their outside appearance. However, literature forces us to look deeper into their hidden struggles. We might read about a homeless person and understand his difficult past. This deep understanding makes us much kinder and softer in real life. We start to treat real people with the same patience and grace. Children who read many stories usually grow up to be empathetic adults. They learn early that different people have different valid perspectives. A boy in London can understand the daily life of a girl in Tokyo. Books connect human hearts across vast distances and cultural borders. They prove that our deep emotions are basically the same everywhere. Reading prevents us from becoming narrow and arrogant in our thoughts. It is very easy to believe that our way of living is the only correct way. Books constantly challenge our firm beliefs and introduce fresh ideas. They remind us that the world is huge and full of beautiful diversity. We become humble students of the human experience. Just like your physical muscles, your brain needs regular exercise. Reading is one of the most demanding workouts for your mind. When you read a complex sentence, your brain works hard to decode the symbols. It has to remember the names of characters and the details of the plot. This mental effort keeps your brain sharp and healthy. Scientific studies show that reading can slow down mental decline in old age. People who read regularly have better memories and focus. They are less likely to develop serious brain diseases later in life. Reading builds strong neural networks that protect the mind from natural decay. It is the best anti-aging medicine for your valuable cognitive abilities. Deep reading requires a special kind of sustained attention. In our modern world, we are used to scrolling through short videos quickly. Our attention span is becoming shorter every single year. Reading a long book forces us to slow down and concentrate on one thing. It trains us to resist cheap distractions and develop deep mental endurance. Vocabulary growth is another obvious benefit of a reading habit. You discover new words and learn how to use them correctly in sentences. A rich vocabulary allows you to express your thoughts much more clearly. You can communicate your complex feelings without getting frustrated. Good readers usually become excellent writers and very confident speakers in their daily lives. Life can be incredibly stressful and exhausting for modern adults. We constantly worry about our jobs and our bills and our family problems. Sometimes we just need a safe place to hide from these heavy pressures. A good book offers a temporary escape from the heavy burdens of reality. It is a quiet sanctuary for a tired soul. When you open a fantasy novel, your real problems vanish instantly. You do not worry about your rent when you are fighting dragons. You do not think about your strict boss when you are solving a murder mystery. This mental vacation reduces your stress hormones significantly. You return to reality feeling much calmer and ready to face challenges. Reading before bed is a wonderful habit for a peaceful sleep. Looking at a bright phone screen makes your brain think it is daytime. The blue light destroys your natural sleep cycle completely. Reading a physical book relaxes your eyes and calms your active mind. It gently guides you into a deep and restorative state of rest. You can find comfort in books during your darkest moments. Many authors have written about their own pain and recovery. When you read their honest words, you realize you are not alone. Their survival stories give you courage to handle your own personal tragedies. Books act like silent therapists who never judge your deepest fears and tears. Many people say they want to read more, but they have no time. The truth is that we always make time for our true priorities. If you spend 1 hour less on social media, you can read a chapter. You can read on the bus or while waiting for your coffee. Small moments of reading accumulate into completed books. You do not need to finish a book if you hate it. Reading should never feel like a boring punishment or a mandatory chore. If a story does not grab your interest after 50 pages, simply put it away. There are millions of wonderful books waiting for you in the world. Life is too short for bad literature. Try to create a cozy reading corner in your house. Buy a comfortable chair and a small, warm lamp. Make it a sacred space where phones and computers are strictly forbidden. Make a cup of hot tea and sit there every evening. This physical environment will trigger your brain to relax and enjoy the reading process completely. Books are the greatest gifts that humanity has ever produced. They hold our collective wisdom and our wildest dreams. Make a promise to yourself to read just 10 pages every day. This small daily habit will slowly transform your entire life. Open a book today and let the beautiful magic change your mind forever.